They hire the most beautiful women they can find, the hottest women they can find. Like they hire a prostitute because they're going to have sex with them. They want to get anywhere in that agency, they're going to have sex with a boss. I mean, most people today, you date, right? And you have sex when you date. So what do they care? What does a woman in the FBI care if the boss wants to have sex a few times, probably, a few months, and then he moves on to the next agent? They don't care, man. But there's a thing they're part of, and that's the deep state. So they use these women to attack men that are simply trying to look for a woman. They're sick. There's no reason to do it. Right. Jonathan Luna, he's dead because of them. What's the other guy's name? I can't remember. The other guy was with Matt Fogg. Inspector something, I don't remember his name.
Everything comes out of that. But the emphasis was all of the managers were white. They said, listen, if you go out there, those people will challenge you.
All right. Matt Fogg, real. But he don't know everything. Because, again, he has to use the racial, because you can't say deep state. Right. So he has to use the racial excuse. But I was one of the white guys they killed because I wasn't a racist. But they had already been trying to kill me with this sexual shit. I was investigating. I thought there was a human on the other side doing it. But again, eventually I learned it was algorithms. But they're programmed by these people. If they say you're going to be a sex fiend, that's all that you get fed. Sex fiend information. And eventually you commit a sex crime. God's the only one that saved me. Right. You show me how to investigate them. They'll hire your neighbors, they'll hire your church. Yeah, I go to church. You know what it is? Every place I go, there's a sexual turn on. So I'm there with my family, my wife, and my kids, and the organist is being paid to try to turn me on because you're looking at the podium, right? Where do you think she is? Next to the preacher, right? And she's like, and she a witch, a succubee witch, and she gets your attention. I go to court. They pay them to try to turn me on. Somebody was paid to try to convince me I was just this good-looking guy that they couldn't resist. Right. In Oklahoma, they were trying to clean it up. Because I was telling people what it was. Right. And how it worked. So we're a training ground for CIA officers. And if you're like the spy, Harvey Weinstein, why weren't the spies he was working ever arrested? Because they're part of what I say they're part of. Right. They were actually worse than Harvey Weinstein. They were operating people that were victims of rape so they wouldn't say anything. You know what they were going to do to them? The same shit they did to me. Right. They'll burn in hell, man. They didn't win. They'll burn. And they're in churches, like the most holy, holy, holy churches. Holier than thou churches. The LDS, the Fundamental Baptist. I couldn't go to a church where I thought it was weird. I'm like, what's going on? Never once hit on a woman in church. Never once. But how they were like, trying to get me to do it. And probably if I do that, you got to leave our church. And then they get paid whatever it is, 20 grand, 30 grand, $1 million, who knows? It's funny money to these people. Billionaires are part of it. No billionaire made their money. Not a single billionaire made their money. The spies gave it to them. Just because they were piece of shit people that would operate this stuff. And then take that money and pay them when they leave the agencies and departments. Right. Right. Like when they say, if they were to say to Elon's people or Ellerson's people, hire this person, they hire them. In fact, one of the women that did it to me, she works for Facebook. Right. In fact, there's a hearing information about her. and what she did that around the courthouse and the other places in her FBI position. There was rumors, right, throwing her sex around. That's what they call it. But if you look up succubi and what a succubi devil demon is, that's who they are. That's who the FBI hires. And of course, they have sex with them and have fun. It's a disgusting world. Worse than you could ever imagine. Stay peaceful. More to come. Praise God in all that you do.